Standard 6, Subject English, Unit 1.7, Paramveer Chakra, Our Heroes. Let us understand the explanation of the lesson Paramveer Chakra, Our Heroes. We shall first read the lesson. You may have heard about legendary heroes of the past and their extraordinary acts of bravery. But even today, many brave soldiers of our country sacrifice their own lives for our safety. Their brave deeds are honored by bestowing military decorations on them. Paramveer Chakra is India's highest military decoration. It is awarded for the most conspicuous bravery or some daring or preeminent act of valor or self-sacrifice in the presence of the enemy, whether on land, at sea, or in the air. The Paramveer Chakra is a very rare honor. So far, it has been awarded only 21 times. 14 of these awards were given posthumously. Here in this paragraph, we have heard stories of legendary heroes. Legendary is very well known or remarkable enough to be famous. Legendary heroes of mythology like Arjun, Bhima, Krishna, and legendary heroes of the past with regards to our freedom struggle, Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, Sukadev, and number of other heroes who sacrificed their lives and they showed extraordinary acts of bravery. Even today, we have a number of brave soldiers from all the three armed forces, from the Navy, the Air Force, and the Army, who sacrificed their own lives for our safety, safeguarding and protecting our country. A number of these soldiers, they lay down their lives for our sake, for the motherland. And their brave deeds are honored. We honor them by bestowing, by conferring or presenting them with a military decoration or giving them a military honor. And the Paramveer Chakra, this lesson that we are studying today, Paramveer Chakra, our hero, the Paramveer Chakra, you see this picture of the Paramveer Chakra, is India's highest military decoration and it is awarded for the most conspicuous bravery. The meaning of conspicuous is clearly visible. A bravery that is clearly visible, or for some daring or preeminent act of valor or self-sacrifice. Preeminent is distinguished in some way. So for their conspicuous bravery or their preeminent act of valor, the soldier is bestowed with the Paramveer Chakra. The Paramveer Chakra is a very rare honor. It is awarded only, it has been awarded only 21 times. You see over here the 21 heroes who have been awarded the Paramveer Chakra. 14 of these awards were given posthumously. Posthumously is after the death of the originator. That's the meaning of the word posthumously. We know that the Paramveer Chakra is India's highest military decoration or honor. It is awarded for the most conspicuous bravery or some daring or preeminent act of valor or self-sacrifice in the presence of the enemy, whether on land, at sea, or in the air. Let's get to know something about this medal, the Paramveer Chakra medal. The medal itself is very simple in appearance. It is made of bronze and is fitted with swivel mounting and has a plain purple ribbon. On the obverse, it has the Indian national emblem at the center, surrounded by 4 replicas of Indra's Vajra. On the reverse, the words Paramveer Chakra are engraved in Hindi and English with 2 lotus flowers in between. So this is the picture of the Paramveer Chakra medal. The medal is very simple in appearance. It is made of the metal bronze. It's a bronze metal and is fitted with swivel mounting. This is the swivel. Now, what is the meaning of swivel? Is a device that allows something to turn freely. So this is the swivel, and this is the plain purple ribbon. Now, on the obverse, what is the meaning of obverse? The side of a coin or a medal bearing the head or the principal design. So, this is the principal design. There is the Indian national emblem over here at the center, surrounded by 4 replicas of Indra's Vajra. This is Indra's Vajra, Indra's thunderbolt or his weapon. And we will know why are these 4 replicas of Indra's Vajra taken. We will learn about this story or read about this story in this lesson itself. On the reverse, that is the back side or the backward of the medal, are engraved in Hindi and English the words Paramveer Chakra. If you look carefully, this is in Hindi Paramveer Chakra and this is in English Paramveer Chakra, and with 2 lotus flowers in between. You have to look at it carefully to see the 2 lotus flowers. So this is about the medal Paramveer Chakra, which is a very simple medal. The Paramveer Chakra medal was designed by Savitribai Khanolkar. She was a European lady who married Vikram Khanolkar, an Indian army officer. Savitribai loved India and took Indian citizenship. She spoke Marathi, Sanskrit, Hindi fluently and had studied Indian arts and traditions in depth. So here in this paragraph, we come to know about who was the person who designed this Paramveer Chakra medal. It was Savitribai. Here's the picture of Savitribai Khanolkar. Now, she was a European lady who married Vikram Khanolkar. Vikram Khanolkar was an Indian army officer. And Savitribai loved India. She became a citizen of India and she knew Marathi, Sanskrit and Hindi very well, very fluently. She also studied Indian arts and traditions in great detail. Indra's Vajra or thunderbolt is supposed to be a matchless weapon. But what makes the weapon invincible is the supreme sacrifice of the sage Dahichis. According to legend, thousands of years ago, a demon had stolen all the water in the world. Innocent people were suffering and dying without water. This demon could not be defeated by ordinary weapon made of ordinary material like wood, metal, etc. Something extraordinary was required. It was learned that the sage Dahichi had bones of such extraordinary power. But how could one ask for the bones of a living man? Sage Dahichi was a noble person. He himself laid down his life and gave his own bones to help the people. Indra Vajra, Indra's weapon of thunderbolts, was fashioned from these bones and the demon was defeated. Children, this is a story of sage Dahichi's selflessness, surrender and sacrifice. And this is the inspiration behind the motive of India's highest military award for gallantry, the Paramveer Chakra. We know that the Paramveer Chakra medal on its obverse, it has the Indian national emblem at the center and it is surrounded by the 4 replicas of Indra's Vajra. So why does the Paramveer Chakra medal have the 4 replicas of Indra's Vajra? What is the story behind Indra's Vajra? Indra's Vajra is also called as thunderbolt and it is supposed to be a matchless weapon. Now what makes this weapon invincible is the supreme sacrifice of this sage Dahichi. Let us get to know a little more of the story of sage Dahichi. There was a demon, according to legend, thousands of years ago, there was a demon, Vadrasura. He was a serpent demon and the head of the demon clan, the Asura clan. Now this demon was a great devotee of Lord Vishnu, and he had acquired a boon from Lord Vishnu, and the boon was that he could not be defeated. This demon could not be defeated by ordinary weapon made of ordinary material like wood, metal, even wet or dry material. He also could not be killed during the day or during the night. Some extraordinary power was required in order to kill that demon. Now this demon uh, Vadrasura had become so powerful, and he gained a lot of pride. He began destroying the world. He took control over the waters of the world, and innocent people were suffering and dying without water. He also became a threat to Lord Indra and the other devas. So therefore the devas, they approached Lord Vishnu, and they asked Lord Vishnu for help. They told Lord Vishnu that this demon has created a drought in the world and has become a major threat to their existence. They also told Lord Vishnu that they are aware of the boon that he has given this demon, the boon that he could not be destroyed by ordinary weapon like wood, metal, neither could he be killed during the day or the night. So, what way could this demon be destroyed? Lord Vishnu tells Lord Indra not to worry, and that a weapon could be made out of sage Dahichi's bones. That's the only way in which they can destroy this demon, because this sage had extraordinary powers. So only from his bones could they make a weapon that could destroy this demon. Lord Indra and the other devas felt that sage Dahichi was a very pious man and a living person. So how could they take the bones from a living man? It is not possible. But Lord Vishnu tells Lord Indra and the other devas that they should not worry, and they could go to sage Dahichi and explain the situation to him. So Lord Indra and the other devas approached sage Dahichi and they explained to him the situation. And sage Daichi, when he heard the story, he felt very fortunate for having been given the opportunity to save the world. He says that I am honored to sacrifice and surrender my body for a noble cause. So sage Dahichi agreed to give his body, he agreed to give his bones in order to make that weapon. And he invoked his spiritual powers, and the devas were able to remove his bones, and they crafted a powerful weapon called the Vajra Yuddha. And with this Vajra Yuddha, the demon Vadrasura was killed by Lord Indra. So Indra's weapon of thunderbolts, or it is called Indra Vajra, which was fashioned, which was crafted from the bones of this sage Dahichi. And with that weapon, this demon was defeated and was killed. So it was a supreme sacrifice made by sage Daichi, and therefore this story is an inspiration behind the motive for India's highest military award for gallantry, the Paramveer Chakra. Just as the Indra Vajra derived power from sage Dadhichi's bones, the Indian military derives its strength and power from the sacrifice of the bravest of the brave, the Paramveer Chakra. Children, we know the story of sage Dadhichi's selflessness, surrender, and sacrifice. We know that from his bones the Indra Vajra was fashioned or created, and it was with that Vajra Yuddha or that thunderbolt that Lord Indra kills the demon Vadrasura. So, just as Indra Vajra derived power from sage Dadichi's bones, the Indian military also derives its strength and power from the sacrifice of the bravest of the brave soldiers. And the Paramveer Chakra is awarded to the bravest of the brave soldiers, the one who sacrificed their life for their motherland or for their country. Let's get to know about Flying Officer Nirmaljit Singh Seko, who was awarded the Paramveer Chakra Award for his act of valor or self-sacrifice. Flying Officer Nirmaljit Singh Seko laid down his life in the year 1971. He was barely 28-year-old. He had joined the Indian Air Force in 1967, and at a young age, he laid down his life for his motherland. On the 14th of December 1971, Srinagar airfield was attacked by a wave of 6 enemy Sabre aircraft. Flying Officer Nirmaljit Singh Seko was on readiness duty at that time. He could not take off immediately because of clouds of dust raised by another aircraft. By the time the runway was clear, the enemy aircraft were overhead. They were flying low, firing and attacking the airfields with bombs. Even then, Flying Officer Seko took off his Nat fighter the moment he could. He began to combat the powerful Sabre jet aircraft of the enemy. He damaged 2 of them. His fight with the attacking aircraft now continued at treetop height. At last, the enemy aircraft fled from the scene of battle. The airfield and the town of Srinagar were saved. But alas, Flying Officer Seko's aircraft too crashed and he was killed. So we know that Flying Officer Nirmaljit Singh Seko laid down his life for his motherland. On the 14th of December 1971, Srinagar airfield was attacked by Pakistani enemy Sabre aircraft. There were 6 enemy Sabre aircraft. Flying Officer Nirmaljit Singh Seko was on readiness duty. He could not take off his aircraft immediately because of the cloud of dust raised by another aircraft. And by the time the runway is where the aircraft leaves, that was clear, the enemy aircraft were overhead and they were flying low. They were firing and attacking the airfields with bomb. But Flying Officer Nirmaljit Singh Seko, he took off his Nat. This is the Nat fighter the moment he could, and he began to combat. Combat is attack or fight the powerful Sabre jet aircraft. There were 6 of them, 6 Sabre enemy aircraft. In that combat or in that fight, he managed to damage 2 of them, and his fight with the attacking aircraft continued at treetop height. At last, the enemy aircraft fled from the scene of battle. The airfield and the town of Srinagar were saved, but alas, Flying Officer Seko's aircraft crashed and he was killed. His aircraft was attacked by the enemy Sabre aircraft. One of the officers from that enemy aircraft had fired a bullet on Seko's aircraft, and therefore his aircraft, before he could land, it crashed and he was killed. So Flying Officer Nirmaljit Seko laid down his life for his motherland, and therefore he was awarded the Paramveer Chakra award. It is awarded for the most conspicuous bravery or some daring preeminent act of valor or sacrifice. So Nirmaljit Singh Seko, this flying officer, showed immense valor and self-sacrifice. He laid down his life for his motherland in order to safeguard the Srinagar airfield and the town of Srinagar, and therefore he was awarded the Paramveer Chakra award. Flying officer Seiko displayed great flying skill and determination in the face of certain death. He showed unmatched heroism above and beyond the call of duty. Salute to the bravest of the brave, Flying Officer Nirmal Singh Seiko. We know that Flying Officer Nirmaljit Singh Seiko laid down his life for his motherland in the year 1971. We know on 14 December, Srinagar airfield was attacked by 6 enemy Sabre jet aircraft. They were Pakistani Sabre jet aircraft, and Srinagar airfield was attacked. Nirmaljit Singh Seiko, this flying officer, was on readiness duty. He took his Nat fighter and went to attack the 6 enemy Sabre jet aircraft. We know that in that combat or in that fight, he damaged 2 of the enemy aircrafts. But unfortunately, his aircraft was fired by the enemy aircraft. And as a result, his Nat fighter aircraft crashed and he was killed. So Flying Officer Seiko, he displayed great flying skill and determination in the face of death. He showed great valor and made a supreme sacrifice. He laid down his life for his motherland. He showed unmatched heroism. He was a hero above and beyond the call of duty. So we Indians need to salute this brave soldier, the bravest of brave, Flying Officer Nirmaljit Singh Seiko. Nirmaljit Singh Seiko was awarded the Paramveer Chakra Award. He is one such officer or one such soldier who laid down his life for his motherland. There are a number of other soldiers and martyrs who have laid down their lives for their motherland, and we need to salute all these brave men who make a supreme sacrifice. Children, there is also a small video of Flying Officer Nirmaljit Singh Seiko. This video will help you to understand, or you will get to know a little more about the supreme sacrifice made by this flying officer Nirmaljit Singh Seiko.
Namaskar Sarvsena. This is Lalit, your presenter, and today we bring you the tale of ultimate sacrifice. This is the tale of famed fighter pilot Flying Officer Nirmaljit Singh Seiko, who earned Paramveer Chakra for his service towards the nation and laid down his life in the line of the duty. He is the only recipient of Paramveer Chakra belonging to the Indian Air Force. Nirmaljit was born on 17 July 1943 in Isewal village of Ludhiana in Punjab during British rule. His father had also served and retired as an honorary flight lieutenant from Indian Air Force. Nirmaljit was commissioned in Indian Air Force as pilot on 4th June 1967. Known for his friendly nature and passion for flying, Brother Nirmal, as known by his batchmates and colleagues, was stationed in Srinagar as a part of No. 18 Squadron, the Flying Bullets. He flew the fallen Nat fighter, also known as G-Bird. During Indo-Pakistani War of 1971, Flying Officer Nirmaljit Singh Seiko feared that he won't get a chance to bring down a Pakistani plane. Later, he didn't only fulfill his wish, but also was immortalized by his brave act, which nation will remember throughout the eternity. On 14 December 1971, Seiko and Flight Lieutenant Guman were on standby too. That meant they had to be airborne in 2 minutes if a scramble call was initiated. Seiko was wingman of Flight Lieutenant Guman, and Guman was the leader of the two-man formation. Earlier in the morning, from Peshawar in Pakistan, 6 F-86 Sabre jet of Pakistani Air Force had taken off. Their objective? To raid Srinagar airfield and render it inoperable. The attack was led by Wing Commander Changazi, a veteran fighter pilot himself. Pakistani ace Flight Lieutenant Salim Mirza, who brought down Seiko, was also part of the team. They were spotted by an observation post a few kilometers away from Srinagar, and a scramble was sounded. As the Sabres neared, Flight Lieutenant Guman took off. But when Seiko was mustering speed on runway, the first 2 Sabres dropped their bombs, closely missing the Seiko's aircraft. In next few moments, Seiko was airborne and started tailing the two of the sabers. Flight Lieutenant Salim Mirza too had a view of the action and he got behind Seiko in his saber. Meanwhile, Flight Lieutenant Guman had lost the sight of his wingman due to poor visibility. It was in this crucial moment another saber joined the fray. It was now 4 sabers against the one Nat fighter. In the ensuing air battle, Seiko scored a direct hit on one saber. Another saber was hit and set ablaze in continued dogfight. The latter was seen heading towards Rajouri, trailing smoke. Meanwhile, Flight Lieutenant Mirza, who was on Nirmal's tail, fired his 50 mm gun, which hit Seiko and his aircraft started spewing smoke. He started his descent to the Srinagar airbase but lost control as onboard control system failed and his aircraft crashed. He attempted a last-minute ejection but was unsuccessful. His aircraft wreckage was found in a ravine near the road coming from Srinagar town to the base. His body was never found due to the terrain of the surroundings. The courage and determination of this fallen hero has been mentioned by war historian Air Commodore Kaiser Tufail of Pakistan Air Force. His skills was also praised in an article by Salim Mirza, the pilot who shot him down. Even though alone, Flying Officer Seiko engaged the enemy in an unequal combat. In the fight at almost treetop height, he held his own but was eventually overcome by sheer number of enemies. For his supreme gallantry, flying skill and determination above and beyond the call of duty, he was awarded Paramveer Chakra, the highest military honor to be earned in India. His action has set new heights in Air Force traditions. For his service and sacrifice to the country, we salute Flying Officer Nirmaljit Singh Seiko. He has inspired us all to do our service to the nation. Jai Hind.
Homework to be done. Answer the following questions. What is Paramveer Chakra? What is seen on the obverse and reverse of the Paramveer Chakra medal? Who designed the Paramveer Chakra medal? What makes Indra's Vajra or weapon invincible? Complete question number 2, 3, 4 and 5 as well, given at the end of the lesson.